Welcome to HiyaHowzit, our podcast about bridging global cultures, celebrating the good, the bad, milestones, and growing together.
We're back. We
are.
Did you miss us?
We keep coming back, and you guys just need to get used to it.
Get used to it. We're not going anywhere until somebody tells us to.
This week, we're going to be doing some hot takes. We're going to be sharing our opinions.
We will still be friends at the end of it.
But this is the cool thing about hot takes. Like, we're allowed to have our own opinions and we can still be friends.
Exactly.
And we can still be friends with all of you who are listening. But before we get into those, highs and lows of the week.
Hi. So I've got two highs. I need to renew my passport. So
Good old South African passport
South
renewal.
African passport. So I was telling my sister over the weekend, and I was like, I need to renew my passport. It's run out of space for my visa. She's like, oh, shame. You need to renew your passport because it's run out of pages. I'm like, okay. First
You know what? That's a first world problems.
It is a first. So anyway, got an appointment. Super easy to get one at the consulate in London, which is great. So I'm doing that. And then I also ran 13 kilometers.
That's amazing. That's a double high week.
That is a double high. I know. I was really chuffed with myself.
You deserve a double high.
So we ran 10. Me and Taryn we ventured into the next stage of our friendship where we started to run together. Mm-hmm. So we did a 10K in Brazil, part of this running training program. And then the last 10K that I actually did was back in 2018. 2018.
Wow,
So
I'm
really
so
proud of
happy.
myself. Thank you. So yeah, I'm really happy with that.
That's awesome.
The low is everyone's low. It's fucking hot in London. These houses have no ventilation. The fans don't work. You can't sleep properly. It's hell.
And we're not actually allowed to complain about it.
No, we're not going to complain because we don't get a lot of hot weather. But let me tell you, when London is like 28 degrees, it's like 28 degrees. You're in the center of the earth, and we're getting another heat wave in a couple of days.
Ooh,
so,
are we?
yeah,
I'm semi excited about that. I don't know how I really feel about that.
What? No, hot. Anyway, but yes. Otherwise, those
Yeah.
nothing too negative.
Okay, that's good. Those are all terribly difficult things that you're going through this week. With filling your passport and traveling the world and experiencing such beautiful hot weather in London. You'll be fine.
Pity party. You can hear the little violin, like the world's smallest violin is playing for Cara right now.
Just on your shoulder.
Yeah, it's like on the shoulder. What are your highs and lows? Your highs and lows, and we'll do rent free after.
Yeah. So my high is that I went for a 10K run with you, which is funny because I think that was probably one of my first highs when we started this so many weeks back.
Yay.
But my knee is feeling good.
Good.
And yeah, it's
Doing your exercises?
doing my exercises,
Good,
building
good,
my
good.
glutes, making sure my hips are mobile because apparently it's got nothing to do with my knee.
Why? Like, does that make sense to you? Your knees are sore, but it's actually got something to do with your hip, because that makes no sense to me.
No, it doesn't make any sense to me, but I'm not a biokineticist or a physiotherapist, so that's what they're telling me, and I'm just I'm drinking the Kool-Aid and I'm doing my hip. It's clearly working though.
Yeah, it's very good.
I think everything in your body is connected.
Okay. Yeah. It is. No, listen, it is. How many times have I complained about the ankle, the netball rolled ankle, which is why this side is like less stronger, but then this side I do certain things to counteract
Well, yeah, which ends
the
up
running,
hurting something else.
Okay.
Yeah.
So well done.
So very chuffed about that. And my low is that I can't remember my low. Did I write it down?
You're
Oh
exhausted.
yes, I'm exhausted with life. I'll just cut that out. So my low is I'm saying this way too chuffed. I'm just give me 2 seconds to sort my shit out. So running is going well. My low is actually quite a low. And that is, I'm a little bit exhausted with life at the moment. I feel this very heaviness that's just sitting, I feel like it's on my chest, almost just like sitting on me. Because I feel sometimes like I'm trying to be more vulnerable. And I do sometimes feel like I am the only one that cares about the injustices of the world, the genocide, the gender inequality that we are experiencing, there is a lot of heaviness in the world, and I sometimes feel like I'm the only one that's like standing there with my board saying care about the environment. And yeah, my little environmental mobile is not feeling very good at the moment, which I'm quite sad
horrible
about.
I'm sorry. It's really shit. It's really, really shit. I think you're probably not the only one. You're probably the only one that's saying it, because I think a lot of people are feeling that way at the moment. There is so much happening, and it's like it doesn't stop. It feels like there's no reprieve.
Yeah,
you know what I
exactly.
mean? I don't know about you, but don't you feel that? I remember like growing up, you always be like, oh, this is going to be a good year, it's going to be a good year. I kind of stopped saying that. I'm just like, you know what, if nothing big happens this year, that's okay. Let's have a mediocre year, please. It's just relentless at the moment, but that's not nice. Do you do anything when you feel that way? Is there anything you do to try and counteract it? Because I know we've spoken about vulnerability and live in the sad, but I also feel like,
what do I do about it?
What do you do? Because there's just so much bad happening.
Yeah. The first thing I do is delete Instagram.
Instagram is so toxic.
I have to. I need to take a couple of days where I just go offline, because I find that just feeds a lot of it, and I just have access. I mean, my algorithm is created for me.
Come into my algorithm, because you've seen my algorithm.
Your algorithm is so happy. It's such a good place. There's literally just cooking videos.
There's literally just food and cooking
amazing.
videos.
I love it so much. I love seeing people's explore pages on Instagram, because I find it really fascinating what their algorithm looks like. But that's the number one tip that I have, I suppose, is delete Instagram for a little while. Give yourself a bit of time, take a step back, recalibrate, and then just keep fighting the good fight. I'm not going to stop.
And you shouldn't.
Exactly. Which, I mean, goes straight into our hot takes for this week. Wait,
hold on. Can we just do rent-free, please? Because I have a very important rent-free. Did you have a rent-free?
That was my rent-free, wasn't it?
Oh, you had a rent-free as well.
Oh, yes, I did. Okay, yes. This is...
My rent-free is because I know somebody listening to this podcast has been watching the Love Island UK series. I want to know the thoughts. I have no one to talk about it because no one is watching it. I am watching it. It is beyond these men. I don't know where we are finding these boys and putting them on national TV and giving them a platform to act the way they are acting. I cannot deal with it.
Oh, tell me more.
Just the amount of gaslighting, bullshitting, and then the women acting like they're crazy, but it's like they've been put into these situations where they are being so gaslit, and I'm like, guys, why are we still putting these things on national TV to watch? Yes, I'm watching it, but I'm getting so angry with it. So it has been living rent-free, and I'm still catching up, because obviously I'm like catching up. And we got back from Brazil, and I was like, I need something to kind of like buy the time, and I'm cooking and doing whatever. Put it on. Anyway, I'm completely hooked. But it's bad. The amount of gaslighting. I now understand what gaslighting is. So that's been living rent-free in my head. Guys, if anyone's watching it, please tell me. What is your rent-free?
My rent-free was not the previous one. It is that I now understand what you mean about the runners.
Did they run up close to you?
Why are you running so close to me? I don't understand. As you pointed out a couple of weeks ago, we are casually running and there's so much space, and these two women literally, I think she even touched me a little bit. Like, don't get it? I don't understand.
What do you think it is? Do you think it's a spatial awareness thing?
Do you think maybe we've got invisibility clothes?
Do you not think? I was thinking, because the same things happen to me. It continuously happens.
It's so bizarre.
Do you not think? Remember we were speaking about like loads of episodes ago. You were talking about that whole business. What was it, like a business walk, like walking with purpose?
Business bumps. Yeah,
business bumps. Do you not think it's got something to do with that?
Are they bumping into us because
they're just like, we're not moving?
Yeah, we're not. Maybe.
They're like, we're not moving.
Yeah.
We're categorically not moving.
But we're going in the same direction.
I know. No, I hear you. It's not just the Richmond runners, it's the Teddington runners.
No, exactly. I was shooketh. And maybe I just noticed it more now that you pointed it out. But
no, it's very noticeable. Like, so, very noticeable.
Yeah.
Now we can get into this.
Okay. I was just so excited
I know,
to
you were so
share
excited to share
my opinions
their
of things. So my hot takes. Of course, everyone has an opinion on something,
Yes.
and opinions do differ, and that's amazing. It's wonderful. We live in a society that we can hopefully debate each other and respect each other while we're having these debates with each other.
Respecting other people's opinions, because everyone has got one.
Even if you don't agree
Even if
with
you don't
other
agree.
people's. And something that was taught to me many, many years ago is that you should never enter into a debate if you're unwilling to change your mind.
Ooh, who told you that?
I can't remember.
That's very smart.
Probably my friend Paige.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I think she used to actually
Okay.
debate formally.
Yeah.
Not just me who sits on her soapbox all the time. It's a really important skill to have as well, is
That's
to be
very
able
interesting.
to...
I must think that's something that I'm probably going to take away from this conversation is
So early
never
on.
go. Yeah, no, it's only been like a couple of minutes. You must be willing to change your mind. I like that.
Yeah,
I like
it doesn't
that a
mean you
lot.
have to change your mind, but you need to be open enough
Yeah.
to change your mind. If you disagreed, let us know. If you agree, let us know. Give us your hot takes.
Give us the hot takes.
We're gonna throw a couple of things out there. Some of them are a little bit more serious than others.
Yeah.
Some a little bit fun and just really personal opinions on life. I feel like you can kick us off with
Okay.
one.
So the first one is, your wedding day is not the best day of your life. I will stand on that soapbox till I die. Okay. I remember when I was getting married, everyone was like, it's going to be the best day of your life. It's going to be the best day of your life. And what had happened is I built this thing up in my head, and don't get me wrong, I had the best time at my wedding. I loved my wedding. I loved everything about it. But I'll be honest, there have been so many other better days. Like so many other better days. And I think there's so much pressure that is put on a couple going into a wedding. It's going to be the best. It's going to be the best. And make sure you have the best time with your family and friends, but also make sure you take 5 minutes away from your husband, because you want to soak everything in. And then it's like you wake up the next day and it's all done.
Yeah.
And I think too much pressure is put on wedding days.
I also think it's a bit sad if the wedding day is your best day of your life, because let's say you're 26 and you have a wedding day and it's your best day, and then that's it for the
What
rest
a
of your life.
man. That's done.
Nothing is going to compare to that day.
Well,
Nothing,
post-
it doesn't get better.
No, well, post-wedding blues is a thing. It's a proper,
Yeah.
that post-wedding blues, that depression is a proper thing.
Yeah.
So fight me on it, but I will not get off that soapbox.
I have to agree with you on this one.
Okay.
Because I totally stand by you, and life just keeps getting better. So I don't want my wedding day to have been the best day of my life.
Okay.
It was bloody good.
Oh.
But I want to do it again because it was so much fun. But lots of days I want to do it again because they were so much fun. And lots of them have my husband as part of them.
Exactly.
So,
Exactly.
yeah, it's just so much more to offer. Life has so much more to offer.
What's yours?
Um,
Hit us.
Okay, I'm going to just put this out there. I think the wellness industry is a scam.
Somebody had to say it. Somebody had to say it.
I will justify myself a little bit because whilst you might agree with me,
I wholeheartedly
I
agree
know
with
that
you.
some people are going to be like, no, the pharmaceutical industry is the real problem in this, not the wellness industry. And I'm not saying that the pharmaceutical industry doesn't have its problems, but if you think the pharmaceutical industry is manipulating you, you know who's really manipulating you. It's the wellness industry. They literally continuously create products, programs, ways you need to live your life that are serving no need. They create a need and then they give you a product to solve the problem that doesn't exist. For example, one of the simplest ones that irritates me no end is the idea that women need feminine hygiene soaps and sprays and wipes, and
That shit is so bad for you.
it literally makes it worse. If
Literally
you've got
makes it
any
worse.
issues, it's going to make it worse. It's not going to make it better. And that's just like a simple example. And then they're like so weird capsules and all that crap. And now these poor women out there think that there's something wrong.
Because their vagina
Yes.
smells a bit different when they are at certain points in their cycle.
Exactly. And look, if your vagina smells a little bit dodgy, you should
Oh.
probably go to the doctor.
Do not buy a capsule online from somebody with TikTok or Instagram.
Exactly.
Please, don't do it.
No. There are so many different things about this. You need to get this broth and Vitamins,
person-
every hair gummy in the world.
Oh, yes.
That's
What
not
about-
regulated. There's no regulation. They can claim whatever they want on those bottles. Doesn't matter.
One study showing us that fasting for 27 hours over 2 days is a good thing. Another one telling us that actually no, you need to make sure that you're eating keto 3 times a day. And then you've got a life coach that's telling you, I mean, don't even get me started on life coaches, that's telling you that this is how you need to live your life. And you're like, have you looked at your life? No, I am in full agreement. This wellness industry, I actually want to do a full-blown episode on it because there's so much to unpack.
Yeah.
But I completely agree.
And I think we will do a full episode.
We have
because
to.
I feel so strongly.
I'm so annoyed with it. Something that leads on to what you were saying, your low was very much, you feel this weight and this heaviness. I've got something that I don't know if you're going to agree with, but I'm going to say it anyway. In certain points, I'm going to caveat it with what I'm saying now, I do think in certain points of your life, it's okay to stand for nothing and live in your own world and just be happy in your own world.
I should need a process. I need some justification.
I think that life is very short.
Yeah, it is.
I think that we are bombarded with content 24/7. It doesn't matter if you don't read the news. It doesn't matter if you get in your car, you hear the radio, you go on your Facebook page, you go on your Instagram, you go to your emails. There is always information about everything. And I think some information can be believed, and I think some information cannot be believed.
Oh, yeah.
And I think sometimes if work is stressful, you've got friends, you've got family, and I think sometimes with all of these things around you, it's okay to just like take a bit of a step back and be like, you know what? I know there are big things happening in the world, but I don't have an opinion on them sometimes.
Yeah.
And I don't want to give my opinion because I haven't spent the time in researching, because I do think especially when these things are happening in like our massive macro environments, you need to make sure you are well read and you understand the facts. But sometimes it's okay not to have an opinion or stand for anything.
Yeah.
That's my justification.
Okay. I agree with you. But like specifically in the way that you don't need to stand for everything.
Yeah.
So I think sometimes there are going to be things that you just don't have an opinion on, or you've chosen for yourself to not necessarily engage with the topic. Oh.
So just to maybe add a bit more context, when I'm saying it's okay to stand for nothing, I'm not talking about values, morals, what's right and wrong. I'm more talking about anything that's happening from a macro perspective in the larger world, right? So may it be political, may it be socioeconomic, may it be sustainability, or whatever that is. That's where I'm talking from. I'm not talking about injustices or anything. I just think what I've just listed just shows you how many things are happening.
I haven't even scratched the surface.
It's okay just not to have an opinion about something.
Yeah. I agree that it definitely should be like informed. Your opinion should be informed, especially if you're going to be sharing that opinion with other people. And we need to be very careful of the misinformation that wherever you are in the world, you are being fed. And that critical eye is very important. I just wonder if it's very privileged to not stand for something sometimes. But I also know that I don't stand for everything all the time because it's exhausting and I would lose my...
I'm talking about a place of privilege. That's where I'm coming from. Okay, hit me with one of yours.
I don't believe that cancel culture exists. There might be a couple of examples where cancel culture has really taken force, but I think more often than not really. Chris Brown, for example, he is still under investigation for abuse that has happened recently, and I'm pretty certain he's touring the world right now.
Yeah, he's selling sold out shows in London
exactly.
at the moment.
It is wild. It is so wild to me. And I know that you need to separate the art from the artist. But that separating art from the artist is me saying Chris Brown is a good singer, not I'm going to consume his content. Those are two separate things in my mind. Johnny Depp is perfectly fine.
Oh yeah,
It's happened to him.
nothing's happened to him.
He's doing just fine. Even, quite frankly, J.K. Rowling, for example. She said some really concerning things.
Yeah.
Do we still consume Harry Potter? Live in this Harry Potter world?
There's a
There's a new
show,
series.
there's a new series that they're making now on HBO.
Exactly. So it doesn't exist in the way that we
No.
think it exists.
I do think I agree with you. I think it's so difficult. I don't think cancel culture exists with these celebrities that you've just mentioned.
Yeah.
Where I do think cancel culture exists is more in terms of us living day to day. Something that's been going around in the content that I've been fed is around this masculinity. So masculinity's been cancelled.
Okay.
And Sarah's like, okay.
Yes.
Hold on. I'm going to get somewhere with this. I'm going to get somewhere. And it's like everyone's going around that masculinity's been cancelled. Anyway, this is the content that I've been fed, right? But that hasn't been cancelled. Toxic masculinity has been cancelled. So we're not saying that don't be masculine. We're just saying that toxic masculinity has been cancelled.
Exactly.
This is obviously positive, right? This is not, I'm not saying this from a negative perspective, but I'm just saying I think it's more, cancel culture is more prevalent in the normal world.
Yeah, the day to day.
Like a day to day. I think that's where there's cancel culture. And just like calling people fat. Do you know what I mean? Like, we don't do that. You just don't do that.
Yeah.
You don't talk about people's weight. You don't do that. So I think
and
that's...
like a fun thing that we don't do anymore is we don't harass women anymore.
We don't harass women
That's
anymore.
a cool one.
That's awesome.
We're
you know what I
cancelling
mean?
harassment.
So I think that's where cancel culture is coming in. But yes, I think with celebrities, it doesn't exist. Chris Brown, I mean, that alone.
Yeah, and there's
P.
so many.
and P. Diddy,
P. Diddy, R.
P. Diddy,
Kelly.
R. Kelly, yeah,
I can
exactly.
just keep on listing people. But I wonder if, given that we live in a society that still gives a lot of privilege to white people and men, because let's be honest, that's still the privileged society that we live in. So whilst you may be cancelled in a particular scenario, so let's say you maybe posted something on Facebook 10 years ago that was unsavory, you lose your job as a result of that. But you're white, so you're probably going to get a job quite quickly after that, and you're likely going to just be fine. And I think that's a really, like, that's the part of cancel culture where, you know, I'm not saying that you need to write someone off for the rest of their life, but they're not really impacted by it.
No, they're not.
Short term they're impacted, but long term they're not.
Yeah, it's very quick. People are quick to forget. I think that's the thing. People are very, very quick to forget.
Yeah. What's yours?
I've got one more like heavy one. I think the only person you can be 110% honest with is yourself. And listen to me when I say this.
Okay.
I do think white lies, as white as they are, still very much a lie.
Yeah.
So little things. You might find, okay, your partner's cooked you a meal, and even though you completely hate it, you don't want to offend him. So you're like, I love this. Absolutely love this. Do you know what I mean? That's still a lie.
It is.
That's still a lie. But that's kind of what I'm doing. Or your mate has bought something and you really don't like it at all, but you're kind of saying to her, I don't mind it. Like, it's okay, but it's not something for me. Because you are still lying. You hate it. You fundamentally hate it.
Oh my gosh, your hair looks so amazing.
Oh my gosh, your hair looks so nice. Don't lie. You know what I mean? I do think the only person that you can be fully honest with, and maybe I'm going a bit overboard with the whole white lie thing, but I do still think they're lies.
I wonder how honest we are with ourselves.
Well,
so yes, in that moment you're honest about the fact that you think the food is shit, but maybe the big things we're not that honest with ourselves.
no, I don't think we are, because I don't think a lot of people want to look at themselves.
Yeah.
Because if you are very honest with yourself, there could be some big decisions or big opinions.
But I do agree with you. The only person you're truly honest with is yourself. And maybe not you are, but the only person you can be.
You can be.
Yes. There is room for it.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, white lies is a whole other thing, right?
White lies is a whole
Oh, white
other
lies,
thing.
okay. I don't know.
Are white lies okay? I don't know. I do think they are. I think white lies are absolutely, completely fine dependent on the situation. That's all I have to say.
So my last big hot take is that I think buying from Shein or Boohoo or directly from them, there are other scenarios, is...
How do you feel about Temu?
Oh my gosh,
Don't
Temu.
even talk to her.
It's never okay. I haven't come up with any scenarios where it's okay, and that is from somebody who has purchased, like personally, I'm admitting it right now. I have made purchases on these websites, not on Temu or Boohoo. I have bought something from Shein, and I have regrets, to be honest, because...
You have regrets.
I have regrets.
Is it a shirt that says a regret?
It says no regrets, and it turns out I do have some regrets about it. So, yeah, I'm taking a stand.
Okay. When was the last time you bought something from those websites?
There was a wedding,
Yeah.
and I was a bridesmaid.
Okay.
And so there was quite a lot of bridesmaid paraphernalia that was purchased. And I feel like I could have bought better quality and not encourage slave labor.
Okay. I'm not disagreeing with you, just so that we're very clear. I am not disagreeing with you at all. I know it's wrong. Even going to Primark, I'm like, I know shopping in Primark. I know this is so bad. We had the conversation on holiday about this overconsumption thing and about just buying for the sake of buying and just buying it cheap. I get that. And I do try to practice it. I really, really do. But I do think there are times when you just need to buy Shein. I have never bought anything from Shein. I bought from Temu. I bought a lovely pair of heels that I actually wore to a wedding from Temu.
Oh, nice.
Do you remember? I wore
Yeah, you did actually.
Exactly. I'm not disagreeing with you. I think we're filling up beaches in Ghana and Kenya. And I think if you are buying stuff and your intention is to either, if it's clothing and you're going to give it away, or if it's paintings or knickknacks or whatever the case is, and you're going to be keeping those for a long time, I don't think it's the end of the world.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough for, feeling that. I do think it's more complicated than that. Having said that, I do need to just take a moment because what it has allowed for is the democratization of fashion. There are lots of people that cannot afford high fashion pieces. However, I would say that most of society is over-consuming.
Yeah.
No, sorry. Yeah. Most of society, there are obviously areas
as humans,
in the world
we overconsume.
Exactly. As a collective, generally speaking, we're over-consuming. Yeah. And even those that have typically not had access to fashion, it's so cheap that if you have to take all of those items that people in general buy on these websites, have you seen the hauls on Instagram?
No, I mean, okay, but
it is wild for me.
That is wild, and I completely agree. But that leads into like consumerism.
Exactly, I think it's absolutely crazy. And then if you just buy one item, so take that you've bought. Obviously, they get given a lot of the stuff, but assuming they would have bought.
I'm talking about
talking
about the content creators.
Content creators, yeah. I think that's an extreme reflection of society, but it is a reflection of society. If you think about just the cost of those hauls that they have. Let's say every item is like £2. They've got so many of them. Go and spend £100 on something that has been made ethically, that they tell you who the person that sewed your clothing was.
Like Lush does when they pack your little bath.
Yeah, exactly.
I love that.
That has a cost breakdown and tells you exactly how much the garment workers are actually getting, and this is the material and this is how it's sourced, and you know what, it's made so well that it's going to last so long that you're probably going to have that piece of clothing for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
I've got a number of pieces in my wardrobe that I've had for so many years that I literally cannot even remember how old they are.
Yeah.
Or my mom has, over many years, collected some wonderful items and she's passed them down to me. They are so old that she doesn't even remember when she bought them. And that sort of quality literally outlasts us.
Well, it does, but I think, and you said it, I think there's such a fine line between being able to afford that and these Boohoo, the Sheins, the Temus who have come in and they've been like, we appreciate that not everyone's going to be able to afford like that. I do think a lot of people want to buy like that. I don't think a lot of people can buy like that. And that is, I do think, the unfortunate reality.
Yeah.
Because it's like, with that high quality comes a high cost. Because we want to make sure that we've sourced, and we're paying for the sourcing, we're paying for this, we're paying for the workers, etc.
Yeah.
The whole fashion industry is just a bit...
Yeah, it's so complicated.
It's very it's over consumerism, and then also maybe going back to the vulnerability episode, it's like people are buying because they want to feel better, and
it's an addiction as well. It's just feeding this addiction.
You're just feeding that addiction.
I think it's a very complicated topic, to be fair.
Thanks
if you are a fairly well-earning person anywhere in the world, I'm sorry, I cannot justify it. I stand by it.
Taryn will judge you.
I will judge you.
I'm going to now flip it and go something a bit light.
Oh, thank goodness.
I think bacon is the most overrated piece of food in the entire world. I don't like it.
I agree.
Okay, what's yours? So glad we could agree on that.
I can eat pizza for every meal of my life for the rest of my life.
Without getting bored?
Yep.
I disagree with that. I think there will be a stage where you will get bored.
Come on, you can put so many different toppings.
Yeah, no. You are going to run out of toppings.
I can have a breakfast pizza.
Okay, you can have a breakfast pizza 5 days a week. What about some yogurt? Don't you want some yogurt, nice fruit? What about some oats? I know you like the oats.
I can make an oat pizza.
I disagree with this. I don't think it's practical. I know you say it, but I actually don't think it would ever work.
I can have a dessert pizza.
Okay, but fundamentally, fair enough. I don't think it's going to work. This is controversial for me to say. I think wine in Italy is better than wine in South Africa.
Ooh.
Yeah. My taste buds might have changed. I completely think I prefer Italian wine to South African wine. I think France has got some really good wine. These are really old wine countries. I think South African wine is amazing. I think South African wine is very heavy. Very, very heavy. And I think the wine is very suited to a heavy South African palate. I think we also use a lot of berries as well. I think there's a lot of like cherries and dark berries and blueberries. And I like I said, it could be a palate thing, but my palate's changed. So I think wine in Italy is better than South Africa. Controversial, I know.
I must say, one of the things about Italian wine is there's no bad Italian wine.
No.
Where there's definitely bad South African wine.
There is. And we get it. South Africa's a new wine country or world or whatever you want to call it. So, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, pinotage, eh? It's not for me.
Jeez, and when I first started drinking wine, Bayer's Cliff Pinotage, do you know that is the only thing I drank, honestly.
I'm sugar.
No. When me and John first started dating, I mean, we've been together 13 years now. So when we first started dating, Bayer's Cliff Pinotage, I drank. Oh no, and I can't, literally, and I cannot even smell it. It tastes like berry juice.
It's just not nice. I don't like it. It's not for me. So to counteract that one, I have got one.
Yeah.
I think Mangwanani
is
the best place on earth.
Mangwanani Spa?
Yeah.
No.
Honestly, I've had a couple of massages in my life. I've been around the world. Not everywhere, but many places. Many different continents. And honestly, a full day at Mangwanani is still the best thing ever. I love it. They treat you so well. You get your little gown. Oh, then they give you a foot massage and there's a nice little view. And I'm sorry, but South African masseuses are the best.
They are the best. No, I completely agree. And the Brazilian masseuses.
To be fair, those were very good as well.
Oh, that is so funny. Mangwanani Spa. Listen, I think it's fantastic. I went there with a friend of mine. We were there in the afternoon.
Lovely.
It was lovely. The only thing I will say, you feel a bit like you are a cow because you are ushered everywhere. And there's like 30 other people.
And you're on a schedule.
And you're on a schedule, right? And you're going for your foot massage and there's 20 people lined up in a row. Okay, so that's the only thing I will say. In terms of privateness and being alone with your partner, you're not going to get that.
No.
But value for money, service. You get the wine. You just drink.
You get a nice little meal.
You get
like little
the
healthy
meal.
goodies.
Oh, it's lovely. But you do feel a bit like a cow.
Yeah. And at the end, you do feel a bit touched out.
Because you touched a lot.
You've got a full body massage. You've got a body scrub or a dry brushing. You've got a facial. You've got a foot massage. You've got a head massage. A back and neck massage.
No, it's a lot of touching for me for one day.
Massage.
I'm good. I'm like overstimulated.
Yeah, exactly. So it's good. Then you're done for a good while.
Yeah.
I haven't had massages like that. And other than the cow being moved along the conveyor belt.
That's the only thing. I'll say. But it is. It is.
And the bell rings.
And the bell.
I love it. It's so good. So the cow.
You literally are like a cow.
I stand by it.
I've learned something new. I think my last one that I have.
Okay.
The last one. Controversial or not, I cannot stand Stephen Bartlett.
Ooh.
I get it. He is smart. He left school when he was 16. He sold his company when he was 23. He's got all these wonderful podcasts. He's on Dragon's Den. He travels everywhere. He does these motivational speakers. I get it. I just find him so inauthentic. Mm-hmm. And I feel like he's over-contented himself. He's too much. He's everywhere. I just don't find him genuine. I think he's a bit of a robot. I don't think he's got much emotions. I don't like him. He gives me the ick.
He asks terrible questions.
Yeah.
He platforms them seriously concerning people and concerning...
He also platforms himself
all the
time. If you've ever watched I love Dragon's Den, don't get me wrong. But the minute it gets to Stephen, and the worst thing is everyone wants to work with Stephen because he's very good at branding himself. But he'll sit there and list his accomplishments and he's like... So why should I invest in you? And you're just like, Stephen, shut up. Shut up, Stephen. We know it. We get it. You're smart. You done well. Like, move on. Can't stand him.
I'm there for that. And my last one.
Yeah.
I think a Dove beauty bar is the most underrated
I agree.
hygiene and beauty product.
I stand with that.
It can be used for everything.
List us.
So we've got feet, fanny and face.
Yes. Oh, the 3Fs. The 3Fs.
You got that covered. In a pinch, you can use it to wash your hair if you need to.
I might have washed my hair with that. I'm pretty sure I didn't have any shampoo and I've washed my hair in a
face wash, hair wash if you really need to. It does the job. It smells very nice.
Yes.
It comes in plastic-free packaging.
Lather. Good lather.
Very good lather. The last little bit doesn't lather very well. I don't know why. But then what you do is you attach it to the new bar. And you make one giant bar. And then you're good to go for another 6 months. I love a Dove beauty bar.
Can I ask you something? Do you have a soapbox?
I'm on it right now.
No. Lol. Yes, you have been. I'm joking. No, like an actual soapbox. Because I think that's a really cool invention to put your Dove bar in.
No, I use the box.
Do you?
Yeah. And then we've got the tray in the shower for it.
I do like a Dove bar.
I do like a soapbox. I haven't had one in many years and now I want one.
You know, I think you've just influenced me. I've been buying these like vegan fruity shower gels because I just like the smell because they've got all the different flavors. You've got like coconut and apple and raspberry.
And they're vegan.
And they're vegan.
Even though we're not vegan.
So I'm like, I'll use it because it's vegan. I'm helping the environment. I don't know if I am. But I think I'm going to go buy some Dove.
It's lovely. Treat yourself. It's like a little spa experience in your own
so
home.
nice. Do you have a sponge? Like a loofah?
This might be controversial. No.
Me neither. I can't stand a loofah.
I
don't like the thing. I just
use my hands.
Use my hands, exactly.
My hands are my loofah.
That is my loofah. You're washing them at the same time.
Exactly.
Original bar?
I use the original bar.
Yeah, original bar is the best.
I think we learned a little bit about each other.
We hope you will still listen to us after this episode. If you do agree with our opinions, let us know. If you don't, that's also fine. Let us know.
That's exciting.
Give us your hot takes, controversial opinions. Tell us.
Yeah, we want to know. And comment your controversial opinions. Like, subscribe, and give us a follow. And we love a 5-star rating. So if you feel like we're fantastic, give us a 5-star rating. It really helps. So thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.